Hello and welcome to the Left Footers Fantasy Football League update. I think it's week 3 now. It already seems a long time. Positive. It's been a positive week. Little bit upsetting that lots of people had decent weeks, but I've definitely had a better one. I felt like I'm back in it. If we look at the table, we are back off to the races. I'm now up to 11th, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it was 76 points. It was a decent week for me and actually missed opportunity. I thought Palmer would do the business against Palace and he just managed an assist. So that was 12 points as captain. And obviously we now know Haaland back-to-back hat-trick. So I had him in the team, but it would have been 34. So I think it worked out. I missed out on like 14 points or something like that. So I could have been on 90 this week, which would have nudged me up further still. But I'm happy with 76. Let's not get greedy, especially when, other than Kinder Bueno and Eze, Havertz, didn't have a lot going on in my team. So everyone did what they needed to do. So I'm quite happy with that. Keeps me in and around. It keeps me amongst it in the chasing pack. I'm looking up the table rather than down at the moment, which is the main thing. If we look at the rest of the table, our mate from last week, both teams scraped off the bottom that have been there so far. Our bottom club, I've got to say, is DC is massive, 32 points. Now, they've either stopped paying attention or this is a cry for help because he's got a red card in there with Rice. A little tap to the side, got himself sent off. Good riddance. Not Ollie. Big Dan Burn, own goal, so there was nothing there. Captain Smith Rowe, 4 points. Havertz got 8, and everyone else was as average as you can expect. Watkins with 5. So shocking performance from DC is massive. I'm not sure how 134. So it could just be a bad week. Where we at? What have they done previously? 42 and 60. So if anything, slipping down the table. Our head honcho up until this week has been Hunt as wing nuts for the last few weeks. He's coming at 61. He's starting to look like 63 last week and it was 96 the first week. So he's starting to look like he just had a bit of a fluke on week 1. What did he do? Saka was captain. Bernardo got 7. Palmer at 6. Wood and Ishak got 9 apiece. Pedro on the bench, that's got a sting. But a bang average week for him. So he is off top spot. We look at our man, Aaron, the Haaland hater, who did on Saturday. Do you know what? He's had a good week, but on Saturday he was on 18 points and he was not a happy bunny. And the message I got was, I'll put it up on the screen now, I'm going to have to concede and get that smelly goth in. He is talking about Haaland, the machine. So I think maybe he'll come around now and he'll have to do a bit of jiggery pokery to be able to afford the Viking up top. But he did get out of jail with Mo Salah, who, I'll be honest, ruined my weekend twice because I was actually at Old Trafford watching, I would say my beloved Manchester United, but the love grows less every day. So he ruined my weekend live and with fantasy football as well. So absolutely fuming. He got 6 off Alexander-Arnold. The only plus point was obviously that Alexander-Arnold had a goal chalked off, and I've put an official complaint in with the FA, and I think he is going to be investigated for sexually assaulting this camera. I'm hoping that'll be a lengthy ban. Could be at Marseille next season. We don't know, but I will see. I'll let you know what the outcome of that is when that comes through. But yeah, 80 points for the boy wonder. 10 from Eze. Frontline did the job really, and Ishak and Pedro. But yeah, you got 34 off Salah. That kind of did a lot of the heavy lifting. But yeah, a solid week from the man, especially like I say, Saturday he was on 18 points. Our new god, our new leader, the new pace setter. He's only ahead of Aaron by 3 points, but he had the best week of everybody. He got 86 points. It is substandard Liège. Out of nowhere, I couldn't even remember seeing this team in the league last week, but he's obviously been in and around it. This is what happens. Silent bang, hit the slipstream. Haaland captain, clever move. His front line did the business. Chris Wood, who's I think 3-3 this season so far, so that'll be him done for the rest of the season. Ishak who scored as well. He's got 9 points. He's got Kinder Bueno 14. Saka with 6. Henderson 4. Everyone else sort of chips in. Missed opportunity with Davis at the back there, who obviously got an assist for Ipswich at the weekend. So, but 86 points is a solid return, and he is our new head honcho, our new leader, the pace setter. A few people tailed off. Living Saliba Loca stuck it out in 3, managed to hold his position. Like I say, Aaron's up to 2nd. I imagine we've had a few drops. There's a few bad weeks in there. What a Pinnock 45. I know he listens as well, but Adam, you've had a mare there, mate. Who did he captain? Son. I don't know if you're a Spurs fan, mate, but your head's ruled your heart there. Big Verge got him 5. Luckily, he got a book in, so he lost even more points there. Akanji, Smith Rowe, Mainu. Love Mainu, but I don't think he's going to rack you up many points generally. So, yeah, if it's not for Haaland there, he has a rough week. So, tough one for What a Pinnock. He's been pretty consistent up till now with 81 of 57, so it sort of balances out. We have to see. We start finding out now if people actually have got any kind of form going into this, or if it all balances out. I keep saying it all balances out like that's an actual thing, but you know what I mean. Everyone can a good week and a bad week. Like I say, I had 76 last week, and I got my captain wrong. So there's lessons to be learned there. I could definitely have had a better week, but you can't get greedy. The week I'd had before that was shocking. Where, like I say, what was I? 61 the week before, 65 the week before. It's still my best week, so I cannot argue. The best week in the game was 130 points. But again, we've still got these sweaty little triple captains going on. But even if you look at the team, we had Becker, Pinnock and White didn't do the biz. Virgil, Semenyo, who I've got to say, what a comeback. What a comeback for Bournemouth. If I was in the car driving to Manchester with my friend when Everton went 2-0 up and we said, they'll throw this away. We didn't know they'd do it as spectacularly as they did. And he's a Liverpool fan, so he was absolutely buzzing as he had to... it was the only time he was buzzing loudly on the weekend because obviously we were in the Manchester United end of the match on Sunday. So he was there shouting come on, you Reds, with a bold Dutch manager, because he didn't want to get lynched by the rest of the day trippers and the tourists that were down there, down that end with us. So yeah, the top dog had Pedro, Vissa, Mbeumo, Eze, Salah was the captain, 51, Haaland, 70. Yeah, I mean, you can't. Oh, he's triple captained it as well, so even more ropey. So you can't really pay too much attention to the best weeks on these because it's always someone having a bit of a good run of it. What else did we have? I think that's pretty much it. Just a short one. Obviously, we've got a break now with internationals that I'm sure most of you, like me, don't care about. So let's just all have a week and hope our players come through without any injury or illness. And hopefully we'll get back to what we're doing next. Some big round of games coming up soon. As always, I'm very prepared and I haven't got those fixtures in front of me. Feels like too far along away when you've got international weekends. It feels like such a waste of a weekend to sort of watch. I mean, maybe the fact it's England Ireland will be maybe a bit more spicy, but I don't know. Ireland is shocking, aren't they, at the moment? So it's not like it would have been in the days with the old who were there? Jack Charlton, Mick McCarthy used to get a bit out of them, didn't he? But who knows? Who knows what it would be now? So fixtures coming around, which will be the 14th of September, the weekend of. Big relegation 6-pointer for Man U and Southampton. Brighton, Ipswich. Given the way they both play quite open football, that could be a basketball game, who knows. Palace, Leicester, Fulham, West Ham, Liverpool, Forest. I see Forest, I could see them getting an absolute hide in there. City, Brentford. Brentford done well there in the past, so who knows. Villa, Everton. Again, who knows with the way Everton are. You could be just as likely that Everton are going to scrape some ropey 1-0 win as it is that they're going to get absolutely pumped. Bournemouth, Chelsea. Again, Bournemouth looking good for 4 minutes a game. We can all respect that, lads. You know, put your best 4 minutes in and hope you win. North London derby on the 15th. That should be a good one. Again, couldn't call it. Arsenal, I feel like, would win that fairly comfortably, but you never know in a derby, especially it's at Spurs. And Wolves Newcastle. So again, who knows? None of us know. We'll see who comes through the internationals, and then we'll see if Aaron has given in and put that quote-unquote smelly goth into his team. He had a honking week, as he put it, and he was not fucking happy. But who knows what's going to happen next? But the most important thing from last week's is I dropped Rashford, and then on the way up there, I kept hearing this stuff about he scored. It's the second most goals he scored against an individual team in the Premier League. I couldn't even get the words out because it doesn't make any sense of how shit he is now. So dropped him. He was honking. Casemiro, oh my god, Casemiro hooked at half time. I think we saw him in the stand. It was a great day out, if not a terrible, terrible result. I thought when it was going to get to 5-6-0 Liverpool, I thought my mate was going to be the only person left in the Manchester United end, and had these visions of him being picked up by Sky Sports as the last loyal fan while he's standing there cheering and clapping and staying till the end just to applaud the players off the pitch, with them not knowing he's actually a Liverpool fan. So I have got to say, though, it was a long drive home with, the stereotypes are true. You've never seen so much traffic than Manchester United fans heading south after the game, myself included. I'm part of the problem. Massive queues all the way back. And I've got to say, it was a long, long drive home. And he showed his class as a Liverpool fan and didn't really mention it. So we listened to TalkSport and 5 Live and let those people phone in with some outrageous comments. It was amazing. So, one of them, the best solution I heard was to make the players walk home. I think sobering thoughts there for them. I imagine if you did make them walk home, that would make Manchester United title contenders by the weekend of the 14th of September. So hope Erik ten Hag has done that, and good luck to him as whether he's still the manager when we get back for the next episode. But that is it. That is it for this week. Like I say, big shout out to our new leader, Substandard Liège. DC is massive. I don't want to hear we're 3 weeks in. I don't want to hear no nonsense about the fact that I didn't have time to check your team, didn't do any of this stuff. You're either in or you're out, mate. Shocking week. Dust yourself off like Casemiro and go to Turkey, probably. Or hang around. But yeah, big shout outs to, gotta say it, Aaron, the boy's done it again. Boston Stellars, 79 points. He was another good week. Lots of people had good weeks, so it's getting competitive up there. I'm 32 off the top. Aaron's only 3 off the top. So yeah, it's not a lot. Again, there's 11 points separating the top 7 teams. So, this is going to be an exciting season. We'll all be dead behind the eyes by about week 8, but come on, let's enjoy it while we can. All right. Thanks for listening. We should have the next episode of Left Footers the Five-a-Side challenge coming out anytime soon, which is the Shaggers episode where we make some pretty outrageous statements. I'm not sure any of them are true, but thanks for listening. Hit subscribe, do whatever it is that helps grow these things. I don't know, you can see by the fact 7 people have watched it, a few more people listen, so that's good. But hit subscribe, like, share, tell your mates. I want to hear some people waffle on about bollocks, like bang, let them know we're the place to come for that. So thank you for listening to Left Footers 5-a-Side challenge, and this is the fantasy football episode 3. See you soon.